Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome on a Friday night. Yes, we are doing live stream Friday late night. Hope you are all well. Gonna keep it kind of low key here. Usually I get all excited about crypto, but yeah, right now we're looking at these charts here. Things are just going sideways. There's a little bit of action today when Chair Powell was talking about interest rates going forward and how long before there's going to be a reversal, and it's going to be a while. So I think Bitcoin moved a lot more than Doge and others, but in the end, it ended up right back where it was. So kind of a nothing day overall. But where's the path forward? That's what we're going to be talking about tonight is what's the path forward for Dogecoin, cover a couple of other little things here and there, and always interested in what you have to say. So please leave a comment in the chat. And if you're watching this on the replay on the video, you can always leave a comment below. So I read the comments. We'll answer your questions if you have any. And I'll drop down here in the corner and we'll talk about Doge, Bitcoin, and maybe a few others as well. So here we have Doge, 6.3 cents. This is right where we've been. And we look, this is the hourly chart, and I zoom out, and it's like we've been here since last Friday. Last Friday, that's where we hit. So it's 1 week of sideways trading here. Looking at the hourly chart here, it's just sideways. I mean, you zoom in and you see big ups and downs on the chart, but you zoom out, yeah, not so much. And of course, this came after a drop when Dogecoin was up here. It was 7.3. So it dropped down to 6.3. And that's where we've been trading. And the same thing with Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin's going sideways. This blue line is 26,000. Up and down, up and down. That's been going for a week. From where Bitcoin was here up at 29,000. So the Bitcoin drop was pretty big as well. That happened just over a week ago. So we're just kind of hanging out here with not a lot of great news, but not really a lot of negative news either. It's just still kind of bearish and just not a lot of trading volume. Again, there's some little things that happen like today. There's this big volume candle up here with Jerome Powell's remarks this morning. But that was about it. Again, it went up, went way down, came right back up, and Bitcoin's trading right where it was before. So that's kind of what's going on overall in the markets. And hey, Jason, Friday night, welcome, welcome, welcome. And Mars thinks that Doge is better than the rest of the cryptos. And we will see that happen. That, my friends, is the path ahead. I'm also enjoying a beverage tonight. Hope you're all doing well. So what we're going to start with today is what's going on in the markets. Well, one bit of news. Trader reiterates warnings on altcoins as Dogecoin rival crashes over 25%. Well, what was that Dogecoin rival? Could it be Pepe? Let's look at the Pepe chart. Pop, 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 pop. There it is. Crash. So this is on Polynex, and you see these big wicks that come up. And this is just people trading on Polynex doing a market order buy, and someone has these high sell limit orders, and people end up getting burned. So I don't know why people are buying Pepe tokens on Polynex, but that's what those are. So always use limit orders, especially on low market coins, on exchanges, that don't have a lot of liquidity. You got to be careful with that because then you end up getting burned. So all these people that bought all these Pepe tokens up here above 12, 13, and now it's trading at 8. So why did Pepe drop? If you hadn't heard, it looks like the devs were changing the contract, and this multi-sig wallet that they had, which was set up to be like 5 or 8 signatures in order to free up these tokens out of this wallet, they changed it. So only 2 signatures were required. And then a bunch of tokens started moving out of that wallet onto exchanges to be sold. So I don't know. I mean, I thought that the Pepe token had a chance to sort of follow along with SHIB and eventually go on another big run. But I think the devs just decided they're a little too impatient for that. They're going to make their millions now because they can do that because they had a crap ton of their own tokens. And they're just selling. And so I get not financial advice, but I wouldn't be buying any Pepe tokens. I'd be out of that game. And if you have any, you just get rid of them. You're just going to watch it just all go. So that's what I think is going to happen there. Now, why it's getting a Dogecoin rival, because Pepe really isn't. If you're a follower of Dogecoin, maybe you threw a few bucks at Pepe to kind of catch it up on the rise when it was going on at the beginning, but not now. Because there's just, I mean, it's just bleeding out. From when it was up here at 14, now down to 8, it's just bleeding out. And it's just going to keep doing that. So, yeah. So that's that. The Dogecoin price prediction. So Doge holding its level 626 seems to be resistance there. And if you weren't watching me the past couple days, was talking about this Marshall Hayner tweet, if Dogecoin was stakeable, would you stake it? Which is different than saying, do you support Dogecoin changing to proof of stake from proof of work? And that's a different question, but that's not what Marshall asked. And Marshall's been involved with Dogecoin for years and years and years. He's the one who kind of made up the whole thing about who would be the next Dogecoin CEO, put his name up there against Elon Musk and Vitalik Buterin and Charlie Lee, and Elon won, not Marshall. People are wondering, how does Marshall Hayner get in with Charlie Lee and Vitalik Buterin and Elon Musk? He's been trying to take over Dogecoin for a long time, and that's all this is. And V says, hey, attention, attention, attention. Marshall Hayner, who somehow got into the Dogecoin Foundation, they've received money from Vitalik, but be careful. Just be careful. So the path ahead, as we're talking about, I do not think that the Dogecoin's path ahead is converting to proof of stake. Dogecoin is a proof of work cryptocurrency, should stay that way. We can talk more about that if you're interested, but that's kind of my overall thing. And then there was this trademark thing. We talked about that too. And I tweeted that. If you didn't see my tweet on it, was Dogecoin Foundation's application for Dogecoin trademark is denied. Decentralization lives. So if you don't follow me on well, it's not Twitter, X app. If you don't follow me on X app, follow me at Kriss Pax. And we're having fun on the X app, certainly. A lot of activity going on, especially in crypto Twitter on X app. So do join and do give me a follow for that. Appreciate that support. But yeah, Dogecoin Foundation was trying to trademark Dogecoin logo, coin, and it's like, yeah. So proof of stake versus proof of work. No, proof of stake is probably, I don't think it's in the works. And then you've got, like Madam Doge. Vitalik is a member of the Dogecoin Foundation now. No, that's not true. Vitalik gave a bunch of money because, in my opinion, Vitalik, the creator of Ethereum, which transitioned to proof of stake, would also like Dogecoin to transition to proof of stake, so he can create this bridge and have Ethereum be, the smart contracts platform and Doge to be the currency working together. And he thinks that together, ETH and Doge could overtake Bitcoin. So it's kind of a self-serving interest for Vitalik. But the Dogecoin family is all with Elon Musk saying Elon's going to take us to be a cryptocurrency as proof of work. We don't need that. So we'll see how that plays out. But that's what that was about. So that is just not in the future of Dogecoin, in my opinion. That's not the path ahead, being proof of stake. More concerning, of course, is the chart and where we are right now down here at 6.3 cents. And are we going to see more dips going forward? Or are we going to see a rise in the price? And that's what more people are interested in right now. Musty caught the live. Awesome. Glad you can make it. And that's why I do some of these later ones, so you and others can join in. So if you're just joining, I'm Kriss. Welcome to my channel. Do live streams 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday and Wednesdays, usually around 5 o'clock Boston time. And then 10 o'clock on Friday nights, which is this late one where we can just kind of kick back and relax. So Chris says Pepe's not a good investment. Probably not. Doge being strong. Doge, Bitcoin, and close. And Chris, I'm not deleting your messages. You're probably using some keywords that I've got set that just takes it the other way, so it doesn't post. So that's all it is. Because we're not going to talk about other coins like that on my YouTube channel now. That's in the past, not talking about it anymore. We're done with it. So he should switch back to proof of work to use Dogecoin. That's a good one. That's a good one, Jason. Dogecoin moves slightly. Will Doge see a trend reversal? Well, in the end, one Dogecoin always equals one Dogecoin, right? That's in the end. This is my Doge right here. My one coin that I've got. One Doge equals one Doge, right? So we've got the Dogecoin Foundation's trademark woes. And is there a glimmer of hope for a trend reversal? Well, that is all Elon Musk, right? And he's posting X is a dog and Doge friendly place. So that was his tweet the other day. Made a fun video about it. That's Elon just saying, look, guys, I get it. Dogecoin family, we're working on it. We're working on it. I haven't forgot about you guys. That's what I think that is. So Musk's words hold weight in the cryptosphere. He's humorously dubbed himself as the Doge father. He was the Dogecoin CEO from that poll back in 2019. Remember when he changed the Twitter logo to be the Doge? Remember that? Doge spiked 30%. So all of that is all leading to something. And I don't think Elon is going to let the Dogecoin community just be hanging. I don't think that's going to happen. So here we are. If you are considering buying Doge at its current levels, remember that dollar cost averaging can help you navigate the volatility. So that's what we've been doing for the last month. We've been dollar cost averaging, buying Dogecoin live on stream, except for Wednesday. I didn't buy live on stream. I bought the next morning because I knew it was going to drop, and it did drop. So we bought more at a lower price. We did that into our portfolio. Long-term believers might see the dips below 6 cents as buying opportunities. But keep in mind that the market could still be in for more twists and turns. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen the next month or so. It could dip lower, or it could just go up higher from here. We don't know, which is why we're dollar cost averaging. We're buying 3 times a week. Generally, whatever the price is, sometimes waiting for a dip a little more, which we did catch yesterday. Instead of buying Wednesday at 5 o'clock, I bought Thursday morning just before 11 o'clock a.m. and we had the price go down. Maintaining a diversified portfolio is more important than ever in these uncertain times. And that's what we're doing as well. And here's our portfolio that we have. Not only do we have Doge, but we've got XRP, we've got Jasmy, Algorand, Bitcoin, Litecoin, got some Sheeb, Matic, Render, Solana, Ethereum, and Galaxy. That's our portfolio. So it's a diverse portfolio. And here's what it looks like in a, click on that. In the donut here, Doge is 22. Is that right? Is that 22%? Let me refresh this. I thought it was a little more than that. Yep, 22% of Doge, and then 11% XRP, 9% Bitcoin, 8% Jasmy. So we've got more than twice as much Doge as anything else in our portfolio. But that's basically, look, we're going to have more Doge than anything else, but we're also diversifying as well. It's fun to have some other coins as well. So it's not just solely Doge. So one of these others takes off, like I think Jasmy eventually is going to take off. We want to be on that train. We want to be on that Jasmy train. So that's what we're doing in our portfolio, just buying little bits at a time. And the article says the same thing. Look, let's all buy some as well. Dollar cost average, diversified portfolio. That's what we're doing. So Dogecoin's path ahead. We have mixed signals. That's for sure. Very mixed signals looking at the chart. So zoom out a little bit more. And so this is where Dogecoin was trading on Wednesday when I was live, was up here at about 6.4. But I bought down here at the dip at like 6.24, something like that. The next morning, that's where I bought. So, because I knew, I could tell we had this kind of big sort of run during the day. Everything was going up. Nvidia was going up. NASDAQ was going up. Bitcoin was going up. And I was like, we're still in this bearish market, guys. I don't see this continuing. And you can see that if you look at the replay of my live stream from Wednesday, right near the end of it. That's what I was talking about. And sure enough, it came back down. So that's where I bought. Now, could have waited a little longer and bought a little lower, but you don't know. So that's when I bought into our portfolio. And our portfolio, again, this portfolio here is going to be shared. It's between me and you guys, the community here that's following me on my YouTube channel. Because when we sell this, eventually it's going to have $10,000 worth of crypto. I'm going to have bought 10,000. That's what I'm investing into this. And when we sell it, half of the profits are going to go to you guys. That's what I'm doing. All you have to do is join the channel, and those that have joined the channel for the longest will get a bigger percentage of that profit. That's how I'm doing it. So, and of course, joining the channel helps me out, supports me, but also gets you into a bigger piece of the pie. If you think this crypto portfolio in about a year and a half is going to be way in the profit, you get a part of that by joining the Kriss Pax channel. You can do that just by hitting that join button right there on my YouTube channel. Also, when you join, you get these fun little emojis, and I will be adding more and more of these emojis. You get a little check mark next to your name, but I'll be adding more emojis as more people join the channel. So that's what that's about. More about Dogecoin's path ahead, because that's what we're talking about. We do have Mars says DCA, Kriss says to the stars, which is good. Only Doge for Mars, and Jason says sticking with just one crypto. It can. I like to be, if something else is mooning, I like to be on that train. I like to be enjoying that too. So that's what I'm looking at. Doge, will bearish bias continue, or can the bulls break out? Dogecoin remained bearish despite the short-term bounce. They talk about fib levels. I don't really do much about fib levels. I think that's our traders, and traders get into that. And I'm not a real fib level guy in terms of technical analysis, especially something with Dogecoin. Yeah, when there's kind of low volatility like this, some traders might move it up and down, and it might hit certain levels. But it's all based on the news, what's going on. And it will move more, and it'll blow right through golden pockets and 78.6 fib levels. They don't mean anything to me. But that's just me. But these guys like to do these fib levels and talk about these things, which is nice. That's fine. I just don't do that. So what is more interesting to me is this, which is a declining social dominance. Well, what is that? So if we look at this yellow line here, this yellow line represents how often Dogecoin is discussed on social media platforms. And you can see this was back here in May. There was a lot of discussion going on about Dogecoin on social media platforms. And what's happened since then? Well, into June, there's a little bit of rise here, late July, and then back down. So the social aspect of Doge, it's just down. We are down. So yeah, with that, that's we're just waiting for good news to bring all this back up and bring the price back up. When there's this low social interest, there's a low volume of trading, and we can see the price come down, especially when it's getting shorted, which Dogecoin does get shorted. So, yeah. So that's kind of interesting that that's happening. Just thought I would show you guys that. So, should you invest in Dogecoin? That's the question, right? And I'm guessing all of you are here because you've already invested. There may be some watching that haven't got into the Doge train yet, but we're having fun with Doge. And look at that, Jason. Hey, thanks, Jason. Is now a member of the YouTube channel, and you are now going to get part of that profit from the Kriss Pack's DCA portfolio. And enjoying the new Dogecoin emoji too. Awesome. Mars says that there's a candle at 3.6 cents. Oh, that was before the big rise, January 29th, or during the rise, right? So that would have been during the rise. So here's what Mars is talking about. If I go to the daily and we pull this back, I've been doing a lot of work on this chart here with Doge, but we go all the way back. And you're saying, yeah, January 29th, right? So here we were. We had this little rise the 1st of January, and that was after the Elon, this was the December 20th, 21st tweet that Elon Musk made about Dogecoin, which got some interest started. And Dogecoin at that time was at 0.004. So it was less than half a penny. But then January 1st, January 2nd, there was a little pump. Dogecoin went up to a penny. And then kind of throughout January, kind of went down. And then all of a sudden took off the 29th of January. So you say there's a 3.6. 3.6. So that was probably after the big run up to 8 cents, came back down. And you're probably saying right in here, this 3.6 would be this right here. And it looks like it almost touched it back down here on the low, but yeah, that's about 4 cents. This one's about 4 cents. So it's right there you're talking about. That would be that. Yeah, I just don't think on that level, going all the way back to something that was 2.5 years ago, is something that's still in the cards. I don't know. Dogecoin has not been that low since then. That's true. It hasn't been underneath 4 cents again since then. So, and we hit, and this was this yellow and orange here. This was February of 2022. That was that 10-cent low. People were thinking, oh, Dogecoin is never going to go below 10 cents. Well, it did. Thanks to Luna and Celsius and Voyager and all those crashing. And that's when Doge hit 4.9 cents in June of 2022. So that's the low that we've had since then. And it hasn't revisited that low. So 4.9, Doge probably isn't going to go below 4.9. And then unless there's some huge black swan event that just crashes everything. So that's what I see looking back there. I don't know if 3.6 is really in the cards, to be honest with you. I don't see it. Not where things are trading now and how things are going. Now, if Bitcoin decides to drop to 10K, yeah, then we might be talking about that, because that would be less than half of Bitcoin's price now, and Doge at 6.3 if it followed. I just don't see, I see too many people keeping Doge afloat at 4.9, that it's not going to go that low. But we just dollar cost average, right? And that's what you said, right? We just DCA. So that's what we do. So should you invest in Doge? Well, that's what we're doing. Dogecoin's journey. Closer look at its price trends and supply. So again, May 8th, 2021, Dogecoin went up to 73 cents. Isn't that crazy? Market cap of $88 billion. This is what we talked about on Wednesday as well, with $88 billion. For Dogecoin to now hit $88 billion again, it only has to go up to 63 cents because there's more Dogecoin. 5 billion Dogecoin is added just about every year. 5 billion more Doge. And that's because those are the rewards to the miners who are mining Dogecoin as a proof of work cryptocurrency, validating the transactions on the blockchain. And that's what keeps Dogecoin secure. You don't hear about Dogecoin, any security problems with Dogecoin. You don't hear any security problems with Bitcoin. The proof of work cryptocurrencies, there's no bridges for people to hack into. There's none of that. So why would you want to change Dogecoin? As soon as someone starts changing it, you're opening the door for the hackers. That's just the way it works. So I just keep it like it is. Keep it like it is. It has the charming allure of the Doge meme. Yes, it does go on roller coaster rides, and that's across cryptocurrency, though, not just Doge. Doge has been a little more volatile at times, but that's how Doge trades. Some people don't like that additional Dogecoin just keep getting minted. Those are the rewards given to the miners. And that's just going to keep happening. Bulldozer, welcome. Welcome to the Kriss Packs team. Appreciate it. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a lot of fun together. That's for sure. So what are the implications for the future? Dogecoin's unique supply dynamics have elicited a spectrum of opinions from experts and enthusiasts. Some argue that its consistent issuance could prevent extreme price volatility. I don't think so, because the Dogecoin has been acting this way for 7 years out of its 8.5, or out of its 7.5, 8.5. What was it, 2013? Yeah, from December 2013. Yeah. It's almost 10 years old. Dogecoin is. That's going to be fun. I have a birthday for Doge. But like 8 out of those 9.5 years that Dogecoin has been around, this has been how Dogecoin was set. It initially wasn't set just like this. The rewards to miners were random because Billy just said, let's have fun with it. We'll just make it random. And then people were gaming the system to get more Dogecoin, figuring out patterns in the randomness of the rewards, stuff like that. So they changed the code to make it a consistent issuance, along with some other things that they modified as well. But no supply cap. They just keep getting minted. That makes Dogecoin actually a good currency. And the people who understand that its use as currency is what attracts people like Mark Cuban to Dogecoin and Elon Musk to Dogecoin, and why we're going to see Dogecoin being adopted more for uses as currency, especially like on something like the X app. Elon can do that. Beyond its supply model market performance, Dogecoin's vibrant community has played an integral role in its journey. The coin's active and engaged community contributing to its enduring popularity, rallying behind charitable initiatives, social causes. This community-driven approach fosters a sense of belonging and participation that extends beyond the mere financial aspect, adding a layer of depth to its overall narrative. So there you go. That's what we're here for. And that's why we're having fun with it too. That's Doge. So looking at it right now on the 15-minute chart where Doge is trading here, 6.3 cents. We just dollar cost average. So I'll be buying more this weekend at a dip, because I think there's going to be another dip that's going to happen, adding to the portfolio. And as Mar says, we will be looking back and we'll be thankful for these dips. And we're going to say, yeah, we were buying Dogecoin at 6.2 cents. And people will be saying, wow, I wish I would have bought some at 6.2 cents. We don't know whether that's going to happen, but that's going to happen. I think so. And that's why I keep buying. And I've got a big stash of my own, but now we're adding into this portfolio, and we're just going to keep adding. So we're buying probably over the next 4 or 5 weeks. We'll continue to DCA, add more, and more Doge than anything else. But we're in some other coins and tokens too. See what happens. We'll see what happens. So that's what's going on tonight, guys. Thanks for everyone for tuning in on a Friday night. Probably do a video sometime this weekend. We'll be back live on Monday, 5 o'clock. Welcome to new members. Certainly appreciate the support. We're going to have fun together. This is going to be a fun ride. I know we're still in a bear market, but the good times are going to come. We're going to enjoy it. Can't wait. Until then, hope everyone is well. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.